Hey everyone, it's Jessie here, and it's been a long time. It's about a year and a half later since my last video that's public. To be honest, I don't even know who's going to watch this because I'm doing it differently this time around. I am not going to self-promote. I'm not going to really let my social media know. I'm not going to let anyone know unless, you're close to me and you know what's going on with me. I'm doing that because I just want whoever comes across these videos to genuinely come across them. Not be a friend of a friend who's just looking and curious and judging, even though, judgment will always be everywhere. No, I don't want this to be forced. Even if this gets no views, 5 views, whatever, my intuition has just been screaming at me for the past couple months to make videos again. And I've always used the excuse of I don't have the time. It always has to be the perfect timing. My makeup has to be on point. I am not tech savvy. You know what? I'm just gonna put it up. And not care what the outcome of it will be. I'm doing it for myself once again. In the beginning, a year and a half ago, I was going to record my entire journey of self-love, self-discovery, finding independence, all this and that. And I did. I was making videos every couple days, very raw footage. I would be crying. I would just be saying all my thoughts, and I don't know, just one day I freaked out. I felt like I was making myself too vulnerable. To be honest, haven't even watched those videos that I made private because it's cringeworthy. It's cringeworthy not because I'm ashamed, but just because I was making myself so open in this huge phase of me not knowing who the hell I was. I was completely broken, confused. I didn't know who I was because I didn't know what I truly believed in. Now, a year and a half later, I can honestly say I know who I am more than I ever thought. I have just so much self-awareness. I'm so thankful for the person I am today, and I have no regrets. My entire journey, the end result of where I thought that I would see myself, has completely changed. It has transformed throughout the journey. So originally, a year and a half ago, I knew what I had to do because my intuition, which I just started following from then on and practicing, learning to listen to, it was just telling me, you love this man so much that you know he deserves more than what you can give him. And to this day, I have no regret. My ex treats me with the same love and respect. And that's how I know that whether or not we're in a relationship, that is true love. A lot of people think that strength lies in holding on to something, but to be honest, strength is learning when to let go. In another video, I'll probably talk more about that. Going back to my journey, so in the beginning, I wanted to be this badass bitch. I wanted to just distance myself from anything that made me feel negative. I wanted to be confident. I wanted to, that was my idea of self-love, was to be that image. Throughout the journey, I have quickly learned that I am extremely empathetic. That's what makes me me. I learned that my niceness and my kindness is not weakness. In fact, it's strength. For example, to defend, to backlash, to say something out of anger, frustration, defense, it's so easy to do. But there's so much more strength and power in staying kind and putting yourself in the other person's shoes and trying to understand why they are like this. Why are they reacting like this? Silence is the most powerful thing. And I have learned that characteristic of mine is something I really like about myself. It is a double-edged sword. I'm very sensitive, not really when it comes to my own emotions. I have learned to be really in tune with my emotions, and I know that no matter what happens in my life, I will be okay because I have me. It's when I put myself in another person's shoes and I feel their pain and I feel their sense of hopelessness or their anger or being misunderstood, and that's when I get really sad because there's so many people out there that don't know how strong they are. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's where I get really sad. So basically, I have learned to really embrace a lot of things that I used to see as weakness for myself. I have learned that there is another level up. Distancing yourself from negative people, negative situations is great, But eventually I came to a point where I didn't want to be a victim of my circumstances. I didn't want to be only happy and only okay if I'm with the right people or if I'm in the right setting. I wanted to be okay no matter where I was. And that led me to meditation, which is insane because I've always thought and heard about meditation. I've read books, I've tried myself. I just never really saw the point in just focusing on your breath, and there was just so many other better things I could do, with my time. I just realized that that was my problem. I wanted something more for myself. I wanted to be a master of my own mind, to just be fully present in the moment and own it. So the past year and a half for me has been full of experiences. It wasn't easy for me to make decisions because I knew that people were judging. Dating has been a huge part of learning about myself. It would just be a waste to completely distance yourself from everyone because everybody is an expert at something. I've only learned about myself more and more, and no relationship is ever a waste of time. If a relationship didn't give you what you wanted, it shows you exactly what you don't want. So whenever there's contrast in any situation, whether it's relationships or friendships, careers, wherever there's contrast, there's clarity. So once you start thinking in your mind that everything is an experience and you're learning, that's when you really start to embrace life, no matter what, the good and the bad. What better way than to give a rundown of all the stuff that's happened to me over the past year and a half than to go back to the planner, because my memory is so bad. I've been smoking too much weed. Okay, so starting in 2016, which means I have another planner that has more events that happen, but I just can't find it right now. Within the time period of me breaking up with my ex and till now, I took a trip to the Philippines. I went to Toronto. I got a new morning job. I moved to a new house and got new roommates. I went to Coachella for my second year. I went to Hong Kong and Thailand. I had epiphanies left and right, which resulted in pages like this. I flew to Seattle and went on a cruise to Alaska. I went to Vegas twice. I also visited one of my best friends in San Diego. I experienced my first Warriors game, or basketball game in general. I took a bartending course and got Tender Bar certified. I went to a few raves and concerts here and there. I tried out several different personal trainers. I quit my gym membership and started working out from home. Went on my first party bus. Got a lot closer to my parents. Saw Blink-182, my childhood favorite band. I fell in love with reading, and I hated reading. The only thing I used to read was Harry Potter. I loved reading self-help books and psychology books, audiobooks, everything. Got a library card. I experienced really sudden and tragic death in my family. And I went on a 10 days of silent Vipassana meditation retreat. That was incredibly life-changing. So those are just a few of the things that I did. I am so grateful for everyone I've met, every experience that I've had so far. Here I am a year and a half later, completely no regrets. I can honestly say I really love myself. I have had the most amazing support from my family, my friends, my coworkers. I have so much to be grateful for. I have started becoming incredibly interested in the law of attraction, and I'm a true believer in it. I still would not call myself religious. However, I am more spiritual than I've ever been. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and more videos to come as soon as I stop being hella lazy and learn how to edit this shit. Please don't expect a lot from me. Okay, bye!